Alright, I know this is my third reading on the Jay Slater case, but I was curious if I could get more information out of it, and I actually got a lot out of it. So I asked 4 questions. Let's see. The first one I asked was what information was going to come out about the Jay Slater case. I then asked if somebody, just for confirmation again, if somebody killed Jay. I then asked if his friend Lucy was involved, because somebody asked me to ask that. And then I then asked if it would ever come out that somebody was involved. And here's what I got so far. So as far as what information is going to come out right now, by the way, my last reading said, and my original reading said that he was no longer alive. My second reading said that, and my first reading also said this, was that 2 people were holding him against his will and they harmed him. And the second reading said that it was a guy and a girl. The first one said that too, but yeah, that he was harmed and it was against his will, things like that. So this one says that this information isn't going to come out, it looks like anytime soon. For whatever reason, the police are not going to explore this because I guess they think it was an accident. Maybe they could be lying and just telling the public that, but I think it's a thing where they think it might be an accident until something comes out, but I'll tell you why in a second. But yeah, it looks like this is waiting around for justice that doesn't come because they're not exploring what happens. And something I need to point out here is if you notice this pull, like you see right here, the 2 of Swords and the Queen of Cups and the Hermit. So these are cards that I already pulled in the original reading. You guys should look at my first reading and my second reading to see if any of the cards I pulled are the same. This is relevant and I'll tell you why. But because the same exact Queen of Bears, but and here when I asked like who was involved, but okay. So basically right here is saying that they're not going to explore it further because they think it was an accident, that he was kidnapped and there's 2 people involved. These are the 2 people, a guy and a girl, like I said. And so they're safe right now. These 2 people that did it are safe, which is disappointing and not good. Over here, when I asked again for confirmation if he was killed, we got the Hermit reversed and the High Priestess. This is the same card the Hermit came up before. This is a secret. So yes, he was. This is a secret being kept. Here's the interesting thing about this. This secret won't stay secret forever, but it is being protected right now. But I'm going to tell you why it won't stay secret in a second. But when I asked if Lucy was involved, I guess that's his friend, I don't know much about it. This is the queen that came up in the original reading. This is the female energy. This was her. So this looks like it is Lucy. Allegedly. I need to say allegedly. When I asked if she had involvement in the murder, look what came up. Look what came up. Right? Does that look like somebody on a casket? The queen. This is her. Allegedly. I have to keep saying allegedly. I think Lucy was involved is what I'm going to say. Allegedly. I think allegedly Lucy is involved. The fact that I asked specifically about her and got this exact card which represented the female that was involved in the original reading is not a good sign for her. And it looks like it's saying she wanted to get her way in some way. I don't know why she would want him gone. I don't know why she did this. But it looks like the guy that helped her. Okay, let me get into this. It looks like the guy that helped her mainly did it for her, but like there was a very specific reason. But it's not telling me what the reason is. But what it says here is that closure will come. But it won't be right now. But closure will come because these 2, the guy and the girl, they start disagreeing about not only what they did and like how to hide it and stuff, but these 2 like become disconnected, the guy and the girl. And it looks like he turns on her. So I think he's going to be the one that comes out and turns her in and himself in. That's what this looks like to me. He is having, there's one thing that I do know here is that he's having, his gut is telling him something else that hers is not, which means I think he feels a little bit more guilty, or he's going to start to, than she does. There's something here that's tearing the guy and the girl apart. And it's going to be enough to make him fess and throw her under the bus and tell the authorities what they did. And I know that the media and the law enforcement is trying to say that it was an accident, but it does not look like an accident to me. Since the second reading where it said that the media was going to be saying things that aren't true, like deceptive information, it does not look like an accident at all. And the further reason why I don't believe it to be an accident is because why do I keep getting the same energy about this girl and this guy who did this? Why would I keep getting that same energy in every single reading? And the same exact cards, like about her. That's crazy. But unfortunately, it looks like they're going to run with this story for a while about how it was just an accident. It won't come out anytime soon that it wasn't. But it will at some point. Like, you know how you always see true crime cases in the future? There's like something comes out and then everyone discovers that, oh shit, that's really what happened all along. That's exactly what's going to happen. So I would even say like months down the line. Like months down the line. When he finally cracks is when it comes out. Because right now, what it looks like is that these two are safe. But something's going to happen and there's going to be a slip up. These two are not going to stay connected. And it's all going to be revealed. But yeah, also I should say another thing about this. When I asked if somebody was involved in his murder, this says again, when combined with the secret, it says it was people he trusted. This says people he trusted that unfriended him. Like, he wasn't expecting it. He trusted them and he didn't know that he couldn't. A secret. But yeah, so that's definitely people involved. It's not an accident, even though the media keeps saying that. It's not. If anyone else has done a reading on this and they got anything different or something similar, please let me know. I would love to know. I haven't watched any other reading, but I am very curious to see what people say. Maybe I will go watch some. I also have not been keeping up other than seeing an update like, oh, the remains were found and stuff. But someone did tell me that they revealed it to be an accident, but was not an accident at all. These two people did it. It was calculated. It was purposeful. A guy and a girl, and it will come out. Mark my words.